Alright, we're going to try recording some basic Warrior on the free-to-play EU account. My deck tracker should be showing up for you. I realize that might be a nice thing to have in the videos. So, it's not like all basic cards. I've opened a few packs at this point, but it's not a very good deck, as you can see. I mean, versus meta decks, but I'm only at rank 22. So, I don't know. This is to illustrate that, you know, everyone complains about, oh, the new player experience is so terrible. Well, the card acquisition can be a little bit slow, but I can still win some games, even with decks that are, well, a little bit crappy. Now, sub rank 20. I don't have game audio for some reason. Let's see. Oops. Alright. Don't worry, we can't leave stars at this rank. I was trying to fix the audio. Alright. Okay. As I was saying before I conceded, you see a lot of mages at sub rank 20 because that is the class you're going to have leveled up a little bit when you first get into the game, right? That's what I was first playing on when I started the game, and also when I started up this free-to-play account. So I don't have many 3-drops in this deck. Well, I have a few, though. A lot of the free-to-play decks that are studded with basic and classic cards, obviously you have to keep in mind that your opponents might have better stuff, but you just play it really as if it's an arena deck, which is a very basic kind of description, but you're not going to have legendaries. You're going to have hopefully strong minions that you can play on curve, and you know, like I'm Warrior, for example, so Fiery War Axe is still one of my best cards because it can give me a lot of tempo. But I don't have any combos or special stuff. I'm just trying to curve out, control the board, and get wins that way. I'm not going to play Loot Hoarder since it goes right into his 1/3. And I don't have a 1-drop. And I don't want to coin a bash on that. I can bash it next turn. Although coining Yeti is probably better next turn.
Are you mocking me?
Or now I bash this turn, then I coin Kodo next turn. Otherwise I go Yeti this turn, next turn maybe bash, maybe Bloodhoof Brave, although that dies to Shadow Word Pain. Yeti should be impossible for a priest to deal with, though, on 4 mana. With only 3 attack on board. Alright, nice. Talk about impossible to deal with. I don't think it was going to be that difficult to deal with, but... Oh, my first win with Warrior. Hooray! 1 out of 500 wins. Calls for a little more coffee. This music is from an old Roger Moore film called The Man Who Haunted Himself. It is a pretty good movie. And also quite a good score. Try to get some early game. I don't know if the whole score is on YouTube. I found part of it. Basil Dearden apparently is the composer. The movie is from 1970. So if you're a fan of Roger Moore, maybe you only know him from his James Bond movies. That would be another good one to check out. I don't know if he came to this channel for movie recommendations, but there's one. Alright, so this will force him to hero power. I'll just play it for a card. Now, if he hero powers this down, I play this. Oh, he's not hero powering. I don't understand that at all. Because what I was going to say is that if he casts Mark of Yasharaj, that becomes a 4/4 and kills my guy. But now that's not going to work. Because now my guy will be a 4/4. So he might have to double trade. And that's good for me. I don't know if he made that play because he's an aggressive deck or what. How many taunts do I have? Bog Creeper, Sunwalker, Senjin, and my one Blood Hoof here. I think 4 taunts is plenty. A lot of my other decks on this account don't even have that many. Thinking. Can't swipe because you already played coin. He plays a 3/2, and ooh, but that would just get killed. So this is like I was saying, think of this deck in kind of in terms of an arena deck. Grimy Gadgeteer is so good in arena if you can play it at the right time, and especially if they can't remove it, because then you're just playing gross overstated stuff. Alright, so he uses that. Just keep playing it like arena. Right. He's really burning through his cards quickly. We'll just keep controlling the board. I could go Yeti, but I don't think Yeti's any better than this, because he's really going to have to kill this. I'd like to buff one of these guys. That's nice. 6/7 Yeti. That'll be hard for a Druid to deal with, most likely. And he has to kill Gadgeteer. Swipe. So I don't know why he was even mousing over the other guy. Six-seven Yeti. Matches up pretty well. I don't want to play the Shattered Sun and give him a value trade. And my Yeti doesn't need to be 7/8 rather than 6/7. 6/7 will do the job. I think I ran out of classic movie music there. go to my old favorite, Conan. That's fitting for Warrior. Yeah. So, while I wasn't watching, he played Curator, so he's a little more advanced in the game than we are. He's got at least several wings of Karazhan. I think I bought the first wing of Blackrock Mountain with gold for this account, and that is it. So now he can Wrath that. But so be it. This should be a little bit annoying for him to deal with. I don't really like playing Sunwalker into a 5/5 against a class that can ping. Well, you may not be able to ping anymore. The reason that would have been a pain is because if he is left with a 5/1 Tiger, I don't have a good way to deal with it unless I draw exactly Ravaging Ghoul. Or N'Zoth's First Mate. Yep, that would be it. And what's the point of that, right? So now he's got a 6/6 that I simply trade into. Right? Yeah. This is kind of good too, because I can kill that off. Alright, I'll take it. Control the board. And once I have board control, Stormwind Champion becomes pretty nice.
Pay attention, class.
I am ready to learn. I am ready to learn.
Alright, well, he's pretty low on stuff, again. Now he's almost out of spells. That would let me do 5. So that would be 5 plus 2 kills that. That kills that, that kills that. I mean, it's pretty good.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
That's 5 plus 2.
Justice shall prevail.
Watch this.
And I can play around swipe a little bit. Because if he swipes here, he'd be able to get this guy. So let me do it this way. Right, just in case he has swipe, he still has to trade here. That means he shouldn't have any way of getting rid of Stormwind. Because he can't hero power anymore, right? So he can't like swipe, hero power, and trade.
Unleash the beast.
Oh, well. Wasn't expecting that.
Time waits for no one.
It could be Wrath or Swipe. Man, that was a pretty perfect turn for him. This should be tough to get through, though. It's a nice little top deck. Draw last, as one does. Oh, I'm 1 damage off lethal. Alright, 1 mana. Can you do anything? I'm gonna assume no, but, you know, keep standing there. Could be Living Roots, I guess.
Time waits for no one.
Or it could just be salt-related roping. If I had a weapon, I would win. They want to go for it. Alright.
Bring the pain.
No weapon. I think I'm okay with doing it this way. Because he still has to deal with the ogre somehow.
Pay attention, class.
No taunt, no taunt. He already used 2 Marks of the Wild. He shouldn't have anything else that gives taunt. He could mulch. He could... Well, shit. Alright, I have 2 Fiery War Axes in here, right? Where are my axes?
I'm ready to live.
No, I need axes. All I need is 1 axe. 1 Fiery War Axe. I should have a 16.7% chance of drawing one.
Where shall I start?
Oh, come on! The motherfucker top decks a taunt. Well, fortunately, South Sea plus Execute would still let me get lethal. Worst draws would be Argent Squire. Ooh, going to 1. Oh, why did I say that?
The light protects me.
Why did I say that? That's the worst draw. Oh, come on.
I'm ready to live.
I'm almost out of cards.
I'm ready to live.
It's fucking bullshit, dude. Never War Axe. We try again. Oh, War Axe. Well, how nice. How spectacular it is to have a dog on War Axe. I can just play that as a 1-drop.
Well met.
Yeah, a lot of people at this level like to have that in their deck for some dumbass reason. Is that the Ragnaros card back? Blackrock Mountain? Maybe Heroic Blackrock?
One shot, one
It's probably not worth actually using an axe charge on that.
fight.
Maybe an aggressive kind of deck? Yeah, maybe. Now, if he's got something I can kill next turn, I'll probably play another Blood Sail. No. Well, he doesn't, so... Instead, I will choose to protect my 5/3. And I'll kill that too. Oops! Oops! Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I guess it's fine. Another option is axe that. I mean, that's actually pretty threatening. So I'm gonna do it. Pressure. Pressure. I've already got 18 damage. Staring him down.
Let me think.
An autograph? I suppose.
This looks like one of those decks where someone says, oh, I'm just going to play all these taunt minions and that'll help me win. I guess he could equality consecrate, but it doesn't really seem like the kind of deck that's going to have that combo. And if he does, I at least have a Bog Creeper in reserve. On the other hand, maybe I didn't need to play out a 4th guy. But that is all she wrote, as it turns out.
The victory.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to greet you. Let me do that now. Yay, level 14. What do I get at level 15? Heroic Strike. I need a couple more wins for my quest, and that will probably get me to the hell of rank 20, where people will be playing meta decks, and it gets more difficult. At that point, I would say this warrior deck I'm working with is not as good as my mage deck, my hunter deck have higher quality of cards. Liars. Alright, Rouge. I think we just keep a curve here. Playing it like Arena. Yeah, that last opponent looked like one of those, like you're pretty new to the game, you're like, oh, all the taunt minions. I put in all the taunt minions, They can't hit my face, and I'll win. And I will admit that I also kind of thought that. What can you do to my face for 0 mana? If I coin that... Nah, there's no need to coin that. Just play this. For 0 mana. I don't know. Well, if he doesn't trade, he'll be punished because I'll play Berserker.
Must cleanse the
Oh.
well.
Yeah, you're still gonna be punished there, buddy.
Die, landlubber.
Should have taken the value trade, right? A 4/1 is kind of gross for me to deal with, but even a warrior with a not very good deck is probably going to have some removal. You have got a 2/4. I will happily play a 4/5 into that. I will happily slam and axe that. So what was the benefit of that? Right. Do I have any better play? No, I don't think so. Yeah. Eh? No. That's how you value trade, buddy. And now you have probably got to spend 2 mana to hero power. And that's also good for me. Oh, maybe you don't. You still have to spend 3 mana for that. No. Touché. It should be pretty irritating for him to deal with. I do have an ooze in this deck. Eviscerate? That'd be pretty perfect. Why would you not eviscerate that? Because you don't have an eviscerate, apparently. I could go 3/1 and kill that. And then Argent Squire. Otherwise, alright. That'll put the heat on. I mean, I guess he can take the 8 to the face, but I doubt he wants to do that. Another fan of knives? Wow. And it still looks like he's going to have to take that to the face, though, right? Or waste an Eviscerate on a 1 health minion.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
I mean, right? Don't you have to take the 11 damage? Otherwise you're going to die? Yep. Alright, he's at 9, so I've got 4, 5, 6, 7.
What now?
I could face that down. That might be a little better. This deck is maybe a little bit low on card draw. I have a Slam, and that appears to be it. Oh, well, Acolyte, obviously. Yeah, I could put Azure Drakes, but it just doesn't seem that good because I don't really have damaging spells other than Slam. Maybe another Acolyte is good. Oh, gotcha. Oh, you gave up already. Alright, one more and we will have it. But now I am wondering about trying to get some card draw popping. I like Bash, I like Berserker, I like Ravaging Ghoul. Shattered Sun is okay, but not great. Do I have 2 Acolytes? I do. Yeah, I feel like this deck needs to draw more than a Shattered Sun. So let me update this quickly. In Deck Tracker, take that out. Put Acolyte in. Save it. Oh, I'm not going to change the version. Make sure it updated on stream. Did it? Yes, it did. Excellent. I'm so glad I added this. Maybe I should have looked closer to see if there was other stuff I should have added, but I don't think I've really gained warrior cards. I definitely haven't bothered to craft them on this account.
Garrosh versus Garrosh.
See, now that I'm facing a rank 20 opponent, they might have a meta deck, like Pirate Warrior. What else am I looking for here? Squire? Not really Nazas First Mate when I already have an Axe. Ooze? Bloodsail? Yeah, I'm not going to keep a 4-drop. Even with Fiery War Axe. Well, about the same. He kept all of his cards, alright. So maybe instead of the all-taunt deck we saw a couple games ago, we're now facing the all-charge deck, right? Yeah, it seems that way. So yeah, that's something that's actually worth using a weapon charge on. If he's all charged, he probably doesn't have Ooze. But it would really suck to play an Axe on turn 2, not use it, and get oozed. Face? Presumably. Yes. So it's probably a good thing I've got Bog Creeper, but a deck like this, like if he was good, would probably have Executes. I'm not going to attack that because I can kill it with the Kodo next turn. Oh, now he's trading. Okay. Yeah. I'll take some armor while I can get it here.
The light protects you.
5-3 is pretty threatening. What? What? What?
I fight.
So if he's got an Execute, he'd probably use it on the Ogre, and then he can't execute Bog Creeper. That would be such a shame. My Ooze's appetite just went through the ding-dong roof. This is disgusting, right? Ooze weapon. Stomp guy. Is that a minion in his hand? It is. You have to be a pretty damn good minion to save the day here, though. So I can just Shield Slam Execute any taunt. And even Deathwing can be Shield Slammed and executed.
Sharp gadgets and steel.
Yep. That looks like lethal because he only gains armor when it deals damage. So I Shield Slam Execute, he's at 11, that's 7 plus 4 is 11. I also have my Nazoth weapon now. Sure to hero power for my quest, just in case he concedes here. Alright, we finish our glorious quest. We win streak into rank 20, where things probably get a little bit nastier as far as facing off against actual meta decks instead of like crap with Stone Tusk Boar. But that was just an example. I did finish that quest, right? Yeah, an example of something for a new player, right? Like here are some of the good basic cards to use. You know, a lot of those you'll have in your deck or just in your collection automatically, right? You get Yetis, you got Ogres, Senjin, Fiery War Axe you get while you're leveling up, and then just start to fill in the gaps with some of the other class cards. A lot of those are commons that I was using. Yeah, I mean, if you're starting out, don't give up. If you're starting a new account, like free-to-play or an experienced player, but just want to start over, I mean, I'm doing it. It's fun. Just pop over to a different region, like I'm on EU, to work within the limitations of a smaller collection of cards, and just give yourself a new kind of challenge. So if you have other kind of basic decks for warrior or whatever, I'm interested to know. I know there's a lot of good resources out there that people have put together. And I guess that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Till next time.